Glad to have you with us from Orlando, Florida, one of the great vacation destinations in the entire land. Today, Camping World Stadium as a couple of teams square off for a chance to win the Pop-Tart Bowl. While this game caps off the regular season, how that season is remembered will be impacted greatly by what happens in this game. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the South Alabama Jaguars, taking on a team from the ACC, the Miami Hurricanes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up and get this bowl game underway. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Jaguars offense will take the first swing of the game. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. From the gun, running back on the move. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that run play.
Discards a man. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Well, guys, bowl season is here. Always fun to get these non-traditional matchups that you don't see regularly. What do you guys remember about playing in a bowl?
I think you remember all the moments throughout the season, throughout your career, and it's the last time that you ever get these group of individuals together. You say goodbye to so many people, and it's kind of bittersweet, but always fun, Jesse, to dance with your boys one last time. But another thing, too, I love the swag bags, personally. I love getting the gifts.
Yeah, I mean, to me, David, really, it was thinking about the tradition and history of these bowl games. I think that's one of the best things about college football. We're in an era today where bowl games don't matter as much as they did back when you and I played, but it was special to take the field with your guys one more time, but playing in games that had so much history.
On third down, going up top. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's gotten ready for a first down.
He's got such good awareness in the pocket. He does a good job of feeling the rush, and you know it's a pass, and you want to keep your eyes downfield, but he sees an opening, and if he sees an opening, he's got the ability to go get it and get a first down.
He's got it on the right. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just a shot toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Jaguars! You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point makes it 7-0. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And the points come on a pass from 39 yards out. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Miami's offense will have its first possession of the game. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Touch pass on the run. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. And the Canes getting set on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. They're bringing heat. And the quarterback is snowed under.
Awesome job by the defense. Not only getting a fast quarterback on the ground, but understanding what he wants to do. He can take off. I got to make sure I got good pursuit angles, and I got to make sure I build rails. I can't let him outside. I got to keep him in the pocket. He tries to get outside. They get the sack and get the huge loss on that play.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience and bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Give to the running back. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. Third down conversions, always a huge stat. They've got a 3rd and long from the 27. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, South Alabama.
What a massive play for the offense. And sometimes when you're calling it deep in your own end, you're expecting man coverage or at least a one-on-one to the outside of the field, and that's what they had. The quarterback put air under it. The receiver shows off his speed. They make the catch, and it's not just a big first down. It's a touchdown. That is a momentum-changing play.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
He's right on target. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. Those guys, those running backs coming, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
Wide receiver shows motion. Give to the back. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. of the shotgun. They go to the ground. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
He gets it across the 25 to the 24, give him 5 on the carry. Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. They'll try to power their way ahead. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Kane.
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job, and that helped lead to the home run.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. This guy is so dangerous. He excellent vision to find the lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Quarterback checking the play. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. That's the end of the quarter. South Alabama has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. The Jaguars send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He gets a block. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Pressure coming. And the misconnection on 3rd down. The Hurricanes will call on their punt team.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
The hand to the running back. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Jaguars decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He's got great speed. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, Dave, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Jackson going to throw it. Feeling some heat. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. Leaves it with the back. Runs through a tackle. He couldn't get close to the marker. Got 3 yards, but it'll be 4th and 3. And the Hurricanes line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Paul.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. The pull and throw off the RPO. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
From the gun, running back gets to give. I get it that the game is the primary thing about going to a bowl, but there are so many festivities surrounding it. Jesse, what do you remember about something you experienced?
There was a lot of pageantry when I think back to the bowl games I played in, and you have functions, you get to visit a brand new city, generally in warm weather, you get to meet the other team, there's some friendly competition. The biggest thing that stands out to me, though, was a street brawl against the Miami Hurricanes. Bourbon Street getting ready for the Sugar Bowl, about 120 deep. Hard to forget that.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
Quarterbacks have a hard job. They got to drop back and try to see the whole field and then see the rush coming to him. But you could tell he did a really good job scrambling outside the pocket, improvising, making a play with his feet, and then getting the first down.
Quickly complete. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. And the Jaguars are in the hurry-up. One thing I've noticed from talking to coaches about their approach to bowl games is how many of them use it as a springboard for next season. They try to focus on developing some of the new guys, maybe, that have joined them for the bowl practices.
I mean, you get 15-plus extra practices. You start to play and experience more as young guys. The older guys get a little bit more rest. But, yeah, you're building the future. You're building the foundation. You're working on your technique. And you know what? You also get to have some fun. I think that's important for team building is having fun at your location, doing the different things together to start to build that unity that will make a big difference in the future.
Yeah, there's a saying in college football that your freshman year, when you get to bowl season, you're no longer a freshman. A lot of players grow up. You get the extra practices mentally, and from a confidence standpoint, you turn the page. I can remember back to my true freshman year, we're getting ready to play Penn State. We had a lot of NFL talent in my freshman class, and everybody just seemed to grow a foot taller. They're
under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side.
And the pressure gets to him again, another sack.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front four to get the job done on 3rd down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. And it's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
Yeah, Man, those fourth down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Dropping back, it's Jackson. Finds his big tight end. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. 3rd and short coming here right from the midfield stripe. Got his man quickly. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. And the Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And he makes the catch inside the 25. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Makes his connection. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Miami!
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
The AT unit on the field. And it's perfect. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. The defense calls a timeout, and that's their last one of the half. The Jaguars will punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Makes a move. Nice move. Creates some space. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. So it's first down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. And he missed it. No good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up.
Listen, he's a guy that makes 60-yarders in practice, so they give him that opportunity with his big leg. He misses it. The opponent didn't set up the return, so they're going to get the football back now. Pretty good field position. There's still a few ticks left on the clock. They've got a chance to steal some points here late in the half.
They'll throw it on first down. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, 2 quarters down in the Pop-Tart Bowl. A couple of teams who've battled their way here into bowl season looking to bring home some hardware. It's been a fun start to this one, and this offense has really been the story. They've opened up a sizable lead, and unless something drastic changes, things might get even more out of hand. A combination of lethal efficiency, and that offensive line has been the key. They've mauled that defense and also just about broken their will. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the Pop-Tart Bowl.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Jaguars will kick it off to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. We are locked up to start the second half, and guys, you know what? In a bowl, sometimes that intensity really builds in a tight game like this.
I think that's why we were really anticipating this game so much. 2 very evenly matched teams with a lot of playmakers. We knew this thing could go either way. So for this offense right here, this drive, start off the second half, David, they need to put something together and really put pressure on the opponent.
And the thing I like about bowl games, man, is they're exciting. You go for it more on fourth down, less to lose.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Well, the offense obviously already in bad field position. The defense can smell blood in the water. Just look at the defenders pin their ears back and get after this quarterback. Wow.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. The Canes will try to pin them back with the punt. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Bringing it back, it's Conley. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll give it to the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. Running back searching for a hole. He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 3rd and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. They'll try to run for it. Jukes his way for more. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And a great job on the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right at the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gains.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Jaguars have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Go straight ahead. Touchdown, Jaguars! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. Follow the blocking. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. They're just about ready to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Jackson will throw. Makes the grab down the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out fast. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Canes with the 1st and 10. Getting some heat. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Makes the grab on the left. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. They're setting up the screen. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll bring it back. It's Conley. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. He's open on the right. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
The give to the running back from the shotgun.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Try to get it to the edge. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job on the defensive line, getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, boom, and making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, South Alabama.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they pay it off with a strike from 38 yards out. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
The run to the left. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
Looking to the big tight end. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24. Line gets set, first down. It's reversed. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. Now on 2nd down. They'll run it from the gun. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Quick strike complete. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, you're still happy to get the field goal.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. He leaves it with his back. At the 40, there he goes. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. That's the end of the quarter. South Alabama has the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. First down to start the drive after the break. Jackson gonna throw it. Pocket starts to collapse. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And as a defense, a lot of times you're coming to the game and you're just trying to limit the damage when you play a really great quarterback. And they've done more than that today. They have dominated this football game. The offense has carried their weight, and this is looking like it.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Man, how about this defense taking care of business? Keeping that guy under 200 yards is a heck of a day. Their offense has obviously done their job too, and this has been an absolute beatdown.
And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on 4th. First down here for the offense. Here's the handoff. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Trying to pick it up on the ground.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on 3rd down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's 3rd and long or 3rd and inches, you just have to go execute when you do it.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They'll try the right side. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Jaguars are on the move. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. They make the stop, and they give up 5 yards on the run. It's down to the 11.
Let it bust for a long one, but now 3rd down becomes very manageable. It's not 3rd and eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Jaguars have it with a 1st and goal. Fast motion from the offense. Trying to punch it in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He wants it all. Touchdown, Jaguars! And the beatdown has ensued.
Salt into her wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
And the extra point is good. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he's coming out of the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dig and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten after him, registering multiple sacks, and they've never let him get into a rhythm.
2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Jackson will throw. Fires to the wideout. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. The Hurricanes will have it 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. He's got his man. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games and had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. They'll try to get it through the air. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
Man, diving catches always look sweet, but they look even sweeter when it's for a touchdown. That's shades of Desmond Howard back in the day, winning a Heisman Trophy and making catches against Notre Dame. That was unbelievable.
He's not going to get it in, and the lead will remain 18 as they were trying to make this a 2-possession game. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they tried to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes if you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring. I'm here for it, Jesse. Your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
They want that clock to run. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season. Also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, and they're sending out the seniors on the right foot. Guys, we've seen a lot of great football. There have been so many tremendous moments and individual efforts, David. This is a year in college football I know I'll never forget.
Won't forget it. Loved working with you guys. Loved being in the booth. Loved covering these football games. I'll tell you what, a lot of excitement in college football surrounding the sport, man. Let's just keep loving on it.
Handoff to the lone back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Jaguars have moved it inside the 20. The give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
When the offense gets in those multiple tight end looks, you kind of have a good understanding of what's coming. You don't know where the ball's going necessarily, but they'll put those big old bodies in there to block, to move people, to put more mass on the field, especially once you get in this red area where you have to be able to run the football effectively. Those passing windows tend to shrink a lot.
The sportsmanlike thing to do might be victory formation. The stat hog would kick a field goal here. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. Just drives it between the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.